Today we're working hard in almost every corner of our farm, trying to speed up projects that crawled to a snail's pace thanks to the arrival of the winter rains. Keeping on top of the day-to-day at the moment is a real challenge, as we also project manage the Biopool and the build of our dream home. But today, Mario and his digger, along with Antonio, our local stonemason, are finally able to get back to the farm. And so the stone staircase down to our Biopool can start to take shape while there is a brief respite from the rain. Life is a real juggle right now, and if you're new to our farm, then a very warm welcome. We've been breathing life back into this abandoned land in Northern Portugal since 2021, and this year things are ramping up as we build our dream home and tackle this previously forgotten terrace. It's great to have you here, and a huge thanks to all of you guys for supporting our little family. Oh, that's a good sign, everybody. This is our second attempt, you will remember. Obi? Hola, Antonio, bom dia. You need to put your shoes on. So, we try again to get this project done. Let's hope today's the day. Look. Crusoe's in there already. Hey? You want to ride in the digger?
I get bigger. I can high up. I can ride in that digger.
When you get bigger, high up. Okay. If you want to go now though, buddy, you can. Do you want to go now?
No.
Are you sure?
Bigger.
When you get bigger.
Crusoe.
Like Crusoe, okay. Good morning, you lovely bunch. We're back. Mario's back. Antonio's back. Oh, slowly, Sawyer, slowly. Good boy, well done. Just slowly down the stairs, hey? Anyway, everybody's very excited as usual. We love digger days. I'm just getting my tea. I'm just going to get my tea quickly, if I can find it, where I've put it. Anyway, if you watched the last episode maybe, or 2 episodes ago, I can't remember now, we had a bit of a false start with Mario coming to do this job, and they had to leave again because it was pouring with rain, howling a gale, and it was horrible weather. This morning is much clearer, but it is blinking cold. Yeah, let's go, dude. Oh, careful. It's all right, no one's hurt. I'm not going to show you what you tripped over because it's basically a bag of rubbish. Well done, buddy. It's our recycling waiting to go to the bin. Anyway, good work. Well done, Sawyer. For all of you who have been commenting, also worrying that Sawyer never gets a turn in the digger, there's your answer. He doesn't want to be in the digger yet. He says he'll do it when he's big like Crusoe, high up. So never fear, everybody. We're not making sure that Crusoe gets all the fun and Sawyer gets none. Everybody's happy. So anyway, let's go and see what these guys are going to get up to today. I'm super interested to see how this project pans out. I have no idea how they're going to build this wall, but I think it's going to be amazing. And yeah, be really, really great to get this all wrapped up. Fingers crossed, today's the day.
Why is turning around?
Because that's the bit he needs, but he needs his bucket, not his scoop.
He's going to take the up?
I hope not.
Maybe.
I don't think he's going to dig the fig tree up, sweetie. I think he is just going to park his digger there and start moving stones. So I'm seeing lots of tools coming out this morning. Antonio's got a whole truckload of stuff here. There's pots of all sorts of things. So they're obviously ready for whatever today is going to bring. Hopefully, by the end of today, all of these rocks are moved, the wall is in some sort of state. If you remember, and you watched one of the previous episodes, John's got those little solar lights which he's going to put into the wall as it goes up. So this will all be lit as it goes down. And we've got some big plans for this terrace down the bottom there, which we'll share with you in the next couple of weeks, I think. We're not really sure which direction it's going to go in, but we're kind of thinking we might make it into a bit of a guest terrace, but more to come on that soon.
You want to carry, do you, buddy? Come on then. Up we go. Oh! Super busy morning this morning. Sawyer and I have got our Morocco hats on, haven't we, Sawyer? Yeah. And I've been setting up long time-lapse cameras. So there are cameras that you can buy out there that you just turn on once and then you sort of press go on them and they record a time-lapse video that'll probably work out to be a minute, 2 minutes long over the course of 3 months. So I've just set up a couple of cameras down there next to the house build. We'll see how those turn out. The last time I tried to do something like that, I set it up, and 2 months later, it was for the veggie garden. 2 months later, I went to have a look at it, and it turned out that I hadn't pressed start. So 2 months worth of me thinking time-lapse was coming, it didn't work. So hopefully this time I've pressed start. So we are here. So is Mario and Antonio. And we've got another fella joined us today as well. I'm not sure what his name is. We'll find out a bit later, just down the bottom there. And the plan today is to get these steps sorted. And of course the house build's ongoing as well. Really hope that Mario's got a little bit of time today to backfill down around the biopool. We've been working really hard down there. I'll take you down there and show you around in just a second. It's coming along really nicely. What's your plan then, buddy? Okay, just tying up that tree, fig tree, keep it nice and out of the way. All right, I'm excited. Of course, we've got these lights to try and fit in as well. So I'm going to be drilling some holes in some big granite rock. Right, should we go down the stairs, Sawyer? Have a look around down here, see what's been going on. Well, we've done a lot of clearing and a lot of cleaning. Diverted the water at the moment. This is the water that we're going to be filling up the biopool with. It's being diverted straight off the land to try and keep the water off of the terrace. We've talked in previous episodes about this particular terrace turning into a quagmire, and then work would need to stop. So this is our attempt at mitigating that somewhat. Plum tree's been pruned back. We've taken and cleaned the whole back wall around there. We've pruned some trees and cleaned this wall here really well. Of course, we've still got to fix this wall here, but this wall is all nice and clean as well. The biopool's ready to be backfilled, and basically it's all ready. It's basically, well, you could say what we've got now is a blank canvas. Okay, first one's going into place.
Right, it's time to get the boys off to little forest school, so I'm going to leave them cutting rocks. I don't know how they do that without ear protection. Even standing there, at the distance I was, it really hurts. But anyway, each to their own. We move away for now, just while they're cutting, and then we'll go back and carry on in a second.
Oh, slow living can be life-giving. Although we might disagree, if most our lives are lived in black and white, it makes the gray so hard to see.
There you are. What are you up to?
I just dropped the boys off, and now I'm farming and having a lot more fun than I am on the real farm sometimes.
Why is that?
So I'm playing Heyday, and it is so much fun. Heyday is a farming game where you can grow crops, you can keep animals. I've currently got 3 chickens and a cow. I'm growing wheat and soybeans and corn and all sorts of things. And it all happens without any sort of stress whatsoever. So I take 10 minutes before I come back out into mayhem to make sure my chickens are fed and tend to the orders for eggs that I've got coming in from my neighbour Greg. Anyway, if you're on the hunt for a new mobile game, this one has properly made me smile. So download Heyday using that link in the description below, and click on that link a second time. You'll get access to 16 little gifts which you can put on your farm wherever you would like. My personal favourites are a chicken, because it'll make you think of us. There's some beautiful blue hydrangeas which you could put around your farm and think of John. Oh, right now my chickens need feeding. And they laid some eggs, which is good because I've got an order.
So the first walls are going up. One thing that I hadn't really anticipated was how they're going up. So they're going up flat, right? Obviously they're going to be going up vertical, which would mean drilling a hole through them would be super easy. Drilling a hole through half a metre of granite to get a light in is going to be pretty impossible. So I'm not sure quite how to do this. Nice. Just standing there looking at the way it's going together. Now, Antonio said that we put the blocks up on top of each other flat. That makes perfect sense because it means that they're going to be a lot more stable. It does mean that it's going to be complicated to put the lights in. Oh, my brain's doing overtime right now because I really want lights coming down that step. It might mean that we've got to use or find a different solution and save those other lights for another time. I'm not sure yet.
Right, John's gone back up to see what Mario and Antonio are getting up to over there. The boys are at the tree house, so I'm over here just making sure that they're okay. And behind me, the guys are carrying on with the build. So let's quickly fill you in on what's been happening here at the building site. So they have spent the last week, and I think this week as well, building these wooden frames, basically, for the next bit of concrete pouring that's going to happen for the tops of the... for the bottoms, for the foundations. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I don't know what they're called. But anyway, they'll be making mouldings to pour concrete in to do the next level of the house. And once that's done, they can then start laying the floor for the first floor of the house. And Joachim has said to us that once this is all done, the next bit is building up the walls, and that's going to go super fast. He said rapido, which is very exciting. So we've been watching them kind of laying it all out, and you can now start to really see the layout of the house. So behind me there is the living room, that first section there. Oh gosh, it's so hard to do it this way. This section here is the living room, then moving into the kind of central hallway with the stairs, and over here is the kitchen, and the utility room at the back just behind me here. And yeah, it's going really, really well. It looks amazing. It's incredible to start getting a sense of how big these spaces are going to be. This is a big house. In a previous video, I by mistake said 400 square feet. I meant 400 square meters. It's not. It's about 360 square meters. Double story with an underground storage as well. So we are going to have lots and lots and lots of space to fill and contend with, which is super exciting considering we've spent the last... 5 years living in vans and very, very small houses. So I'm definitely looking forward to being able to stretch out. One of the plans that's kind of coming to life is that as soon as we've got a roof over this section, which is our new knot garage, we're going to get everything out of the knot garage and stored in here because the knot garage is leaking like a sieve. And we're at that frustrating phase where there's no point in spending time or money on fixing the knot garage roof beyond a temporary tarpaulin. Because we're going to knock it down. We have to knock it down in order to comply with our permits. So the plan is to get this area sealed, watertight and ready so that we can move everything from the knot garage into here and knock that knot garage down probably before the summer, which is pretty insane. I feel quite sad about it because it is a real central historic feature of the farm, but it's not the most beautiful. So we'll make a plan. There's stuff in there like the old wine presses and things which will find a new home, I think, on our veranda, and we will definitely make sure that anything of value in there is looked after and kept and finds a new purpose. But that big old concrete block, I think it really is time that it goes.
All right, so I've just been talking with the guys there, and we've stopped work a little bit. I've been trying to say, how about if we try and blend this really old wall here, Vello Pedra, with the new Nuovo Pedra, the new stone, to kind of make that wall flow a little bit better instead of being very like this is the end and this is the old. All right, so rather than just providing a problem, I am trying to find some solutions. We've got these old stones. These stones used to be part of an old staircase that we've pulled up when we dug up the foundations for the new house. I've just showed Antonio those. I really hope that they're kind of thinking a little bit along the same lines as how it's going. So, well, we'll see. Okay, so what I'm saying is, if you stand back here and you look, what we're doing right now is building really brand new angular staircase. Yeah. Next to an old stone. Yeah. And what I've just said to the guys is it would be better blends a little bit.
Yeah, totally. Mario's just said to me, and
Yeah.
I'm sure he said the same to you, that you want to put old stone on the tops, but the support doesn't have a lock, so you can't. The legs will start shaking, so we have to keep it like this for the support.
Okay.
So he's saying if you put we don't have. I think this is the strongest way to do it.
Okay.
But I get what you're saying. It's not what I envisaged, I must say, what they're doing. I thought it would be like using, like what we did with Agostinho the other day, with those stones at the wall in front of the house.
Yeah.
Is kind of what I was envisaging would happen here.
So we
That
know.
they would use the pile that's there
Yeah.
on the side of the chicken coop to build the wall.
Yeah. So we know the best walls that have been built on the farm have been, without question, built by Antonio and Mario. They're beautiful walls that they've put up down on the lawn.
For sure.
So I feel a little bit, shit.
Mario's a bit like.
Yeah, look, come on guys, this is how you should do it. But the thing is, if you want something and you've got a vision in your head, then you should say.
Antonio's doing.
Yeah. So just like let's
putting an old stone in the end there.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
The really complex thing is, right, this is how they've planned it, this is what they've prepared for, this is what they've brought, and this is what they're expecting. And to get all three of these people available on the same day has proved to be really complex.
Yeah, I mean, we started this project
months
ago. Yeah.
So to stop it and say, no, you got to go and rethink it and start again, it's just like, no, come on, man. We don't want to do that. For sure, we don't want to do that.
But we do want to get it right. Okay, there's what we've got. There's definitely a more linear shape to that, isn't it, than the kind of mess of wall that is over here. We're talking to Mario and Antonio about putting those lights in. That could be the greenhouse one. No, I'm not sure if they're going to work for this project.
No shame. Okay.
I've got plenty of other places to put them.
Do you know where they would also look beautiful is along that wall you built with Agostinho, along the front of the house, like tucked in amongst the stones, would look really pretty.
Yeah, that's true. Or down the side of the stairs on the house.
Yeah, exactly. That would also look nice.
I can drill them into the
wall.
The wall.
Yeah, that would look nice.
Put them there.
So what's the verdict on the stones and how they're building it?
Mario definitely knows what my preference is, to try and blend it and make it look a little bit more, I don't know, antique. But there's also compromise with structure. And what we don't want to be doing is putting rocks in that aren't going to lay flat or that are going to wobble. The worst thing in the world is the boys come down, lean on a wall and it collapses on them.
Yeah. Also, we don't want that wall to wash away in the rain.
Yeah, it's got a lot of weight to support behind it. So especially down the bottom. So I think they're sort of putting some old rocks in where they can.
Okay.
But for the most part, we're focusing on getting it structurally sound, which is the right way to do it. But I just, it's kind of one of those things. I really feel that if you don't tell what your vision is, and then they go, it goes ahead and gets built something. It's an expensive project, this one. I don't want it to be a project that I walk up and down in 10 years' time and go, no, I could have done that differently. Or, So it's important everybody's on the same page, for sure. He's going to be putting little rocks in place.
Okay, cool. I trust these guys. I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But like I say,
no, it's important they know our vision for sure. And that's not what I envisaged. I was envisaging like soft, round, roly-poly rocks, not squares.
Yeah.
Anyway, you are going to do what now?
Let's go and have a look at this Biopool. All right, so what we've got is 1 week, 5 days of sunshine. And then here in Northern Portugal, as everybody already knows, when it rains, it can really, really rain a long time, and it probably doesn't stop until the spring. We are very hopeful that within the next 5 days, we can start putting water in that biopool, so then it doesn't matter if it rains for 2 or 3 months straight. We're all good. But if we don't get the plastic liner in before that rain comes this time round, there's a good chance that that's the end of that, game over, and we don't really have any water for next summer.
We don't want that. I want to buy a pool in 2025. Yeah. It's been a long time. Yeah. Anyway, we just so we had this literally 2 years ago. We ordered this liner, and we got it from a company called Pondkeeper in the UK. If anybody's interested.
And just very quickly, the reason why we got it from the UK and from that company is because I couldn't find anywhere in Portugal a piece of rubber that had such a good warranty that wasn't in small pieces, and I didn't want to have a liner that had to be joined.
Glued. Yeah,
I
exactly.
wanted one big piece.
Yeah. So we got this sent over from the UK about 2 years ago, and it's basically been sat on the farm waiting for this biopool project to make progress. Anyway, John was saying, just said now, let me open it and see what kind of state it's in.
Well,
hopefully it's okay, but it has been sat in 40-degree heat in its, plastic.
I think we could put the liner in now, ready, and like.
Well, we got to backfill first, but we could put the lump of it into the biopool, right?
Yeah, no, but we could put
the felt.
Felt.
So in this package, there's this, which is the felt liner, which goes underneath the rubber, which I don't think we've got to yet, and that stops the liner from getting torn on the concrete or on the gravel. And it's pretty good stuff. So we'll put that down first, then we'll put the liner, then we'll put another layer of this, then we'll put the gravel. So you protect the liner from any perforations. That's super important. And then we haven't quite figured out how we're going to do it, but basically what we'll need to then do is install a series of bubble pumps, which basically keep the air circulating and keep it aerated. And once we've dug back the sides in and we filled it with gravel, we can then plant a bunch of aquatic plants which keep the water lovely and clear. And free from algae blooms and things like that. And it's a really interesting process. We've got to be really careful that overground water doesn't run in. We've got to keep it clear of leaves during the autumn, because all of that adds nutrition to the water, which feeds algae. So you want to keep the balance really carefully controlled. And then once it's established, it should really look after itself. A person that can help us with some information on what plants and things to use is Claudio. But we do also have a contact from one of you guys for somebody who installs these biopools in the UK. So Jose, please keep an eye out, because there's an email coming your way. Hopefully you've already got it by now, but there's an email coming your way with some questions.
You see how many snails we've got on this side. One.
So that's liner.
That's liner.
Oh, love, I feel like if you're opening this, there's no going back.
Yeah, that's it. Well, there's no going back now. I want to get it in. If we could get it in today, I'd be super stoked.
So they say it takes about 12 people to unload this, to unravel this liner, because it's so heavy.
Okay.
So it's a good time to do it, because we have got lots and lots of hands on deck, haven't we?
We do. You go and ask
the builders. Yeah, guys, can you give us 20 minutes just to help us unfurl a liner? Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no, love. What if they've gone in there? What if they've eaten it? Oh, that's not good.
Right.
Oh, gross. What is that? Snail poo?
That's snail poo.
Guys, we're just keeping it super real for you. We are not perfect by any means. This is not okay. Oh, gross. It's literally like a snail hotel going on at the top there. Ants in the bottom.
We've got two parts to this. This is the liner. That's the plastic bit, the rubber bit. Do you know what? I think 2 men's going to be enough for that. You know what I think we can do? We can put that felt in place now and overlap it over the top of the pool.
Okay.
And then when Mario comes and puts it in place, pushes the soil back, That'll kind of lock in that felt. I think we've got so much of this. Yeah, because this is huge. So we've got way more than we need, I think. Obi, stop. So let's get a brush and a shovel. We'll just clean it out as well as we possibly can.
Okay.
And then it'll be. I mean, wouldn't it be so cool if Mario gets some time today just to backfill that a little bit?
We can fill it in. It would be very cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I just spoke with Mario there. Two things. He's like, okay, we'll sort out the lights a little bit later. Probably don't need to drill them into the rocks. You can just feed them between the rocks because there are big gaps, and then we'll put those little stones around them. And the second thing is, he said that he will come and backfill this.
Today?
Later today.
Cool.
So, oh man. I mean, if we could just get that plastic in.
Imagine. Is today the day?
Today's the day, I think. Today's the day. Today's the day. Right, I'm going to get some brushes
So, no liner then, my love?
No, I downloaded Heyday and it is super fun. Scan the QR code, guys. Get your...